You may not have got a mention in this book, but you can think of it as though you have got a mention in this book.
They actually are definitely fundamental.
You understand, right? Me and QE don't get a mention in the book.
I won't stand for this.
In the text of the book, we will not be named. I don't think, but in there it will say contributors. Without the help of the Adam Meakin and Quantum Racer, I could not have wrote this book.
You think old Nathan would stay up if it wasn't for my clips? Come on.
I'm gonna write.
I'll say it once. I'll say it once and for all. Right. You may not have got a mention in this book, but you can think of it as though you have got a mention in this book.
Eli.
I'm going to quote you on that, and I'm going to go on a public tour saying, I did write that book because I do think of myself as an honorary writer, although I wasn't mentioned.
There you go.
Nathan himself has said that.
Right. So what you got to boast about is, yeah, I was there.
Let's just get this squared away. Neil, ask me if you're getting acknowledged in the book.
Nathan, will I be getting an acknowledgement in this book?
Neil, you will not be mentioned or acknowledged in this book. However, you can think of it as though you have been acknowledged or mentioned in this book by name.
Oh, boy, that's funny.
Eli, when we started this, the only bit I was going to write, I was asked to write the preface to deal with this, specifically with this exact problem. I'll read it to you. See if by the time I get to the end, a little bit tingly and you recognize it. Good afternoon, everyone. As a Flat Earth Debate panel member, I have said that salutation many, many a time. Some say good morning, others good evening. A recognition there has always been a variety of contributors from across the plane. So what is a FED panelist? Simply put, and as Nathan always begins the show with, anyone who clicks the link in this video below. However, some people linger, and in doing so, ultimately contribute. It may have taken the passage of time to recognize the benefit of some. Is there a demographic, you may ask? Well, yes, but it's not just flat earthers, also truth seekers, the curious, Mickey takers, and of course, ball earthers. And as time went on, a new category emerged called the anti-flat earther. Who are they, I hear you say? I assure you they will be discussed in great detail. I'd like to thank all those flat, ball, and anti-flat earthers. Their contribution in the debates has helped us sharpen our swords so we can proudly say today, the earth is observed, measured, surveyed, built upon, aviated, mapped, and navigated flat. As Nathan has said, if everyone does a little, I won't have to do anything. A motivational speech, you will agree. Not exactly true, but it is the combined contribution of the flat panel members with a pinch of tolerance, research, diligence, passion, and hard work, friendship, and a little abductive reasoning have built a body of evidence that substantiates the above statement. Something we should all be proud of, all of us, whether mentioned specifically or not within these pages. And that brings me to the final point of my contribution, to thank those flat panel members for their outstanding work. We know who we are. The awakening continues and arguments always need refining and disseminating. So I'd ask you to all keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate, subscribe, share, and if you wish or have something to contribute, please join, then ask for 4 more hours. Long live Flat Earth Debate.
Again, I'll say it one more time. You may not have got a mention in that little outtake from the book, but you can think of it like you got a mention.
I do.
Okay.
As messed up as it is, I do. I feel like that's enough for me.
I've decided that I am going to include Nathan in the acknowledgements in my book, but I'm going to write his name in really, really small text at the end.
How small are we talking?
I told you you're going to need at least a magnifying glass.